Looks like live stream is starting, but it's private. And then I will hit the button for recording. Record to cloud. Here we go. You have cooked with me in many different countries. This time I'm in Israel. And I did have a little bit of a hard time finding some of the spices. At the store, they sell it, but they sell a big thing of spice. And for this, I just need a little bit. And so it was kind of fun spending the whole week asking everybody that I bumped into, hey, do you have a pinch of spice? So, all right. What made you decide to do this recipe? And
Oh yeah.
tell us a little bit about how you've been doing.
Oh yeah, sure. I think we cooked last month, and this month I thought like tea would be the perfect recipe to share. Uh, Back from where I am from Nepal, like tea is like a staple morning breakfast ritual. So people like coffee over here, people drink tea over there like every morning.
Yeah.
And we grew up seeing people drinking tea a lot. I personally, by my mom, never used to make tea in our house, but other members used to drink tea, but because mom never used to make tea, so we didn't get used to drinking tea a lot. But after getting married, I learned this recipe from my husband because he really liked tea. So I think he's one of the best tea maker that I know. So I guess I learned from the best. So I am here to share you the best tea recipe. It's simple and it's really good. I think everybody will like it.
Now, someone told me chai means tea, which
It
means you can literally just make a drink. You can mix spices together without any tea, and that's chai. You can do that,
Yeah.
but then you
Chai
don't
is
have
tea.
the caffeine. If you want caffeine, you get black tea or green
Yes.
tea.
Yes. Yes.
So,
But most particularly, like when we say like in our country, we say chia in Nepali. In Hindi, they say chai. In Nepali, we say chia. So
okay.
when somebody asks you like, "Do you want to drink tea? Do you want some chia?" Then that means like either you're giving them like a black tea or a milk tea. So, but when you ask them, "Oh, I want a herbal tea," so they give you like different herbal tea. Or if you want a green tea, you ask for green tea. So, but mostly when you say like chia, it just for everybody, it just goes like, oh, either it's black or milk. It's mostly like a milk tea. You have
Okay.
to specify if you want a black tea. But yeah, mostly like if you say like chai tea, it's like tea tea. It's
So,
tea.
um, now this is going to be milk tea.
It's going to be a milk masala tea.
So I always wondered, could you just heat up the milk and put the tea bag in the milk? Or it's always you make the tea and the milk separate?
I like to make it like really good one. You can do that for sure. I mean,
Okay.
you can heat up the milk and then put the tea bags in and a little bit of spices here and there. But I like to cook it on like it has a process. I think we just elevates the flavor so much. So I like to use that process. That's what I was taught. And it's been like really good. The process is like very simple yet really good.
What I like about you is you always teach how to layer spices.
Yeah,
So
this time we are layering spices.
so the one thing I was unable to get was cloves. So I
Okay.
was able to get all the other and
Okay.
and then of course in Israel they have like phenomenal dairy. They live on, you know, like you can get
Mhm.
cottage cheese that's what 3%, 5%, 9%, and 12% fat. And
Oh,
and yogurt in those same tiers. So if we're going to do it, we probably should start the hot water, yeah?
yes.
Okay.
hot water, and you can start your pan as well, so it starts
Oh, yeah.
heating, as well as
Okay.
hot water.
When I moved into this little apartment, all they did have was the water kettle, and then they had like a toaster oven. And I actually
Oh,
went to the store and bought this, because I'm in Israel for a month. I bought this little cheap skillet. Unfortunately, it takes a really long time to heat up, and then takes a really long time to cool off too. So
okay, then it's better we start heating it up soon.
yeah. Um, and I did get fresh ginger, and I was thinking, uh, all right, so the hot water is going, I got the skillet going.
Yeah. Um,
Oh, this right here, this pot was in the solar cooker. My mom brought a solar cooker to Israel, and it was just out in the yard making veggie broth. All
Nice.
right.
Okay. My water is heated. So, if we use like a ratio, it's cooked like perfectly. So it's the water to milk ratio that I use is usually 2:1, 2 parts of milk and one
Go over
part of
the
water.
ingredients. Do you want to go over the ingredient list?
Oh yeah, sure. Uh, you obviously need water. So yeah, I have a water over here. And you'll need milk. It's still in the fridge. I'll just bring it later. And I have like this Indian tea leaf. It's a salsa bottle, but I have this. You'll need a tea leaf, black tea. And
Green
I
green
got
tea,
a yes, I got a ginger
fresh ginger.
and uh ginger, some cloves and cardamom and a cinnamon stick. If we have like a ground cinnamon, that also works.
What I really
Okay.
like about you, you taught me at home, I keep all the spices like that whole, and then
Mm-hmm.
they last a lot longer. Once you
Yeah.
grind them, they start losing their strength.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So
And yeah, while you're using it, if you just crush them, the flavor is like much more intense and it's really nice. It's very aromatic. It just elevates the flavor so much. Okay, let's start making. And you can use any kind of sweetener. Sugar is good. If you want, you can use like monk fruit sweetener or jaggery. This is a jaggery powder. That's what I usually use in my tea. But you can use normal sugar or any kind of sweetener. Okay, let's
or
start
honey,
making.
I like honey in my tea.
I'm
But
making 3 cups today. So I'm
okay.
using, and it's usually better to use like the same cup which you're drinking to measure your ingredients. So it's much more better to use that one.
Oh, okay.
I'm drinking on this cup. So I'm using like 1 whole cup of hot water in a pan. And because it's already hot, so it started like a rolling boil. At this point, I like to use like if I'm making 3 cups, I use like 3 teaspoon of tea leaves.
All right, so you put the hot water in the tea in the pot.
Yes. If I'm making a cup, I use a teaspoon of tea leaves. You can use a tea bag, like 1 tea bag for 1 cup, 2 tea bags for 2 cups, three
So
tea
if
bags
you're
for
putting
2 cups.
the tea in there, do you think I should tear this bag open and dump the it in? or leave it in the tea bag?
You can leave it in the tea bag because I have a strainer, so it will be easier
Oh,
for
okay.
me. So it's better for you to
Got it.
leave it in a tea bag and just cook
I
it.
know when I do herbal tea, I like to eat the, the leaves or whatever, the herb part too. So I'm not wasting
And
it.
what I like to do is I like to boil the tea leaves first and then put on the this masala, these spices. For that, I like to crush them. You can put it whole, but crushing it makes it much better, and I think it just gives so much flavor. And how I measure is like if I'm making 3 cups of tea, I'll use 3 cloves and 3 cardamom.
Well, that makes it easy. But you crush them, right? You said
Yes,
in
I
the
crush them.
in the mortal, yeah.
Yeah, and because I'm making 3 cups, so I'm using an inch of ginger. But if you're making like 1 or 2, so you can make it like 1:3 inch of ginger, like little bit of ginger, just a little bit of ginger. And for pepper, for every a cup of tea, I use three whole pepper. So I'll use like 9 pepper,
What kind of pepper? You said pepper?
black pepper.
I knew there was something I forgot.
So you don't actually have to measure the pepper. Some people like it like really peppery. You can add more. If you like more cardamom, you can add more cardamom. But what happens is like it just suppresses the flavor, like the flavor or smell of the other spices. So I want it to be uh, just aromatic, not like very overpowering. So I like to use it 3 black pepper for a cup. And
Okay,
I
we
just
didn't
crushed
have
it.
we didn't have black pepper on the list.
Oh, we didn't. It's
No.
okay, but
But I have some, so
oh, you haven't.
yeah.
Usually, people have black pepper on their homes, I guess.
But
Oh,
see, the only place I traveled in Cuba, they didn't have black pepper. That was the only
oh,
country I've been to that it was not readily available.
that's yeah. I never knew. I thought like everybody, I mean, all over the world, like would have it in the kitchen. I don't know. Okay,
Okay.
so I crushed it like roughly. My tea is like now boiling. My
Mine
black
is
tea is.
starting.
At this point, I'll add the spices of the tea. And I'm using a inch of ginger. So just crush it. Maybe I'll
I like
just.
my ginger pretty strong, so. But now, are you putting the sweetener in too now or no?
Sorry?
Are you putting the sweetener in now too or no?
No, no, no. You'll put it at the end. I mean, at the very end before you drink.
Okay, so you just add the milk and the sugar to your taste.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just water and spices for now. And I'm putting the ginger and I'm cooking it for a little bit. Let it boil. If you have a lid, you
Man,
can put it in the lid
this place
and cook for.
smells so good now.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would just taste a little bit because it's like 9:30 at night here now. So I shouldn't drink too much of
Uh,
this, otherwise I'll be up all night.
you
But
can make it in the morning again and drink it.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, it smells
We can
so
see like
good.
it's cooking, and at this point, see it's boiling. It's boiling. So let me take up. Whole milk is like the best, but I don't have a whole milk with me right now, so I'm using like fat free. But if you have a whole milk, that's the best for your tea. It just tastes so much better. I have like a cup of water in that already. I'm making 3 cups, so I'll put like a whole 2 cups of milk in this. 1 cup and another. So I'm adding like 2 whole cups of milk in
So
it.
not quite as much milk as you put water.
Yeah, because we're making masala tea. If you're making like a black tea, the amount of tea leaves should be reduced like half. You can also make like lemon tea. Yeah, I'm stirring it. So
I want, oh my God. But it's also very intense at the same time. What do you usually serve this with?
um we eat it in the morning as a breakfast, so or as a snack, like with a snack. Like English biscuits, not like the American biscuits, like Indian biscuits, like a cracker. So, or
I
like a
wish I
puff.
could learn to make this. This is a chocolate bread with like nuts in it.
Oh, oh, you
And
can eat
then
it
here
with
they
that.
have like coffee with dates.
Nice.
Ema, what else do you have with coffee? Like just a piece of bread, it's um some cheese. They have this chocolate hazelnut. Yeah, you've had Nutella. Well, here they have the real thing where it's like real chocolate and real nuts together. So you might have that on a piece of bread.
Looks like I forgot the cinnamon, so I'm adding cinnamon to this.
All right. So you want it to simmer or do you just want to heat up the milk?
No, you need to simmer it. It will rise up a little bit, start foaming, like how it how milk acts. So it needs to be cooked.
I remember we made something else with milk and you have to watch it. It will
Yes.
it will
Yeah,
stick to
if you have,
the
yeah,
pan.
yeah. Let me
It's
heat
like,
up.
oh man, I can't wait to drink this, but I'm gonna want to drink a whole cup of it, but yeah, it'll keep me up all night.
Yeah, you can make it in the morning. It's so easy. There is
Yeah.
not much. It's like you just grind up some of the spices. It's just milk and water and tea leaves. That's it. And your sweetener, like your favorite sweetener. Any sweetener will work.
Now they have like the masala mix, which is
Yes.
like ground. It's pretty much like a little of the stuff. Did you just like put like a half a teaspoon in a cup?
Yeah.
Or it it probably wouldn't be as flavorful because of course once it's ground.
Yeah, it's grinded. So I like to make my own. It's much more flavorful. And then you can uh like if you want more cardamom, you can add more cardamom. If you want more pepper, so you can use your own judgment while making tea. But if you buy like pre-made, it's already crafted that way, so you cannot
Yeah.
change or alter something if you want.
Mhm. All right.
It's getting ready. I see like forming bubbles, it will just rise up a little bit, and then I'll switch off the heat. Let it come a little bit. It just needs to boil. At least it needs to have a single boil after you put on the milk in it.
Yours is like pulsating like it's a party. Your
Hmm.
your a heat ring.
Heat ring. Oh.
When it comes on, it changes different colors. Oh. So, all right, it's simmering. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it. I think unplug it because
Yeah, I
these
think it's yeah,
these
it's ready.
electric ones they stay
Yeah.
like way too long. Takes like forever to warm up, and then the other day I made
Okay.
some
At
rice
that
noodles
point,
with
you
it.
can add a sweetener to that. I usually like 1 tablespoon of sugar for 1 cup, but it's your preference how much you like.
Right.
If you're making 2 cups, then maybe 2 tablespoons of sugar.
I've gotten to the habit anytime I have sugar like randomly in a container like this to taste it,
Yeah.
because one time it was salt.
Oh,
One time
okay.
I made that mistake. That for some reason I had a container what I thought was sugar and it was salt. That ruined that sound. All right.
So it's boiling up now. It's coming up. At this
And
point, I'll lower my heat.
it like makes it like foamy.
Yeah, it makes it like a foam. It's okay. I mean, it will go down eventually. But that's when you know like your tea is ready. The foam thing. Okay, it's coming up. So I'm just
Oh, look how creamy yours is. That's and you said you're gonna strain yours or just leave all those bits in there?
I like to strain.
Yeah.
I like to strain.
But all right. I got some dates out. So I got some chocolate bread, some dates.
At this point, I'll add sugar. I'll add sugar. If you add your sugar like early, sometimes what happens is like the milk reacts and then it just curdles up. So it's better to add your sugar at the end. Today I'm adding like a regular sugar.
Mhm.
Just mix it and now it's ready. I'll serve it in a cup.
Mom, I
You can
apologize.
adjust your
I don't have a strainer, so it's gonna have bits of ginger in it. So let me see. Actually, I got a fork here. I think I got all the ginger. Another piece. Oh, that's it.
That's it. It's ready. Now we drink it.
Now, do you ever just
It's
drink just a straight tea, or it's always with like a snack or with other stuff?
sometimes it's just tea. Like we drink coffee, so it's similar to that.
Okay.
Like in the morning, people drink tea, uh, or as an afternoon with a snack. If it's raining, we like tea. If it's like really hot, we like tea. If it's really cold, we like tea. So yeah, I'm just serving like 2 cups right now. So this is it. So this is simple masala tea and it's the best. Like it just this ratio works like really good, I think. It has worked for me.
Is there a version where you don't put milk?
Yeah, we do. For
Yeah.
that, uh if you're making a cup of tea, you will need 2 cups of water and half a teaspoon of the milk, the tea leaves.
Okay.
And there's a version where you use lemon in your tea. At the end, you just squeeze the lemon, not with milk. If you're making like a black tea, you just squeeze a lemon in it. That's it.
Now I heard that there's. Have you ever had it where where you put butter in the tea?
Oh yeah.
Which is like,
In Nepal, if you go to like the Himalayan region, they make like a different kind of tea. It's a pink tea, so it's salted. It's not sweet. It's
oh,
salted.
does it uses the pink Himalaya salt?
I don't know about that, but it's
Okay.
salted. But they use butter and they make it in like a really long wooden stick and a wooden basket or something. But they need to like constantly pound on it and then make it. So
Okay.
it's something different kind of tea.
All right.
And they make it with yak milk, so it will be different.
I I wonder. I mean, we could get goat and sheep yogurt. Can you
Yeah,
get goat or sheep milk here? I don't
yeah,
know.
goats.
I saw in
Yeah,
the
we do.
store we could get goat and sheep yogurt here in Israel. So I wonder if we
Oh,
could get the milk too. But yeah,
oh,
oh man, the sheep yogurt here is just it's like sweet because I don't do much sugar, so for me it's like sweet and then like a very rich um like Greek yogurt.
yeah.
Anyway,
Even if
thank you
you go to
so much.
Nepal and then if you use like a goat milk, it's much more sweeter than in US. I don't know why, but the goat milk is, over there is like really sweet.
So good deal. Thank you so much for cooking, and we might have. It sounds like we'll have you on again next month, so it'll be like almost a
Bunch
monthly
of this.
thing over the summer.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
all
I'm
right.
excited for that one too. Thank you. So yeah, enjoy the tea. Oh, it's so good. I really like this
All right.
tea.
I still have the other one. Give me a second.